Welcome to the third part of this academic series, and we are going to be looking at being the perfect student for this academic year. So, the academic year has started and you're ready to be a perfect student. Okay, maybe perfect may be a little bit overwhelming. You want to be a well-balanced student, considering the fact that there are so many parts of it that we need to look at if you want to be perfect, right? Hi fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Toby Achidume, and here on this channel we'll talk about topics, tips and tricks that helps us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in videos like that, you want to stick around, then please click the subscribe button so you get notified when we have new videos up. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming again. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as you enjoyed the other one. So just before I move forward in this video, I would like to say that there are two other episodes that you need to catch up on if you haven't. We're doing an academic series, and so episode 1 and 2 are going to be linked in the description bar, and they're also going to be linked somewhere in the screen. So please do check it out when you finish here so that you can just follow through and see exactly what we're talking about, where we're coming from, and how we're ending the series. In today's video, we're going to be looking at being a well-balanced student. So that means that we're going to be looking at the different parts of you that is going to help you to be well-rounded and just ready to be the almost perfect student, if not perfect student, for the year. So let's get into today's video. Number 1 is that I'm going to say that you need to have a goal as a student. Yes. So what's your goal going into school this year? What's the goal? What's the purpose? What are the things, or what is the major thing that you want to achieve going forward in this academic year? So you may be wondering why I would ask that question, because the major goal for every student in school is to be a good student, a best student, or to at least be a successful student. So you want to have maybe straight A's or just 1B. Nobody goes into school thinking, what is my goal for being in school, if not to be a straight A student? But just looking at how it has been so far and being in relations or interactions with other students, I have seen that a lot of people come into school with different goals. So some people come into school to just make friends. Some people come to school to have a social life. Some people come to school because they just want to get rid of their parents or their family and all of those things. Some people come into school because they want to network and they want to just be better people, better individuals, better people that have more connections going forward. And then some people actually want to be best students. They want to come out with the best results, they want to come out with distinctions, and they want to be just best overall. There are also people that want to come out being the best in every single thing. So being the best in their social life, they want to come out with more friends, better grades, just being better people and ready to face life after school. So you want to define your goal as a student. What's the goal? What's the purpose? What is the major thing that you want to look at? Also, having this goal is going to help you to use your time better, to know how you're going to manage the time that you have as a student better. Because a lot of people going into school, they go into school and they want to get a job. They want to get a side job or a part-time job or something. When you know that your major goal is a particular thing, then you know the kind of job that you're going to get, or you know the kind of hours you're going to put into the work that you're getting. As a student, you don't want to overwhelm yourself and then forget about it. There are some people that get so consumed with making money, which is very important in school because exchange rate is not playing these days. So you want to make sure that as much as you want to be a financially independent person, or at least you can have some money to play around in the weekend or do whatever it is that you need to do, you still don't want to lose sight of the major reason why you're in school. So that could be you came to school to get good grades to make up for your first degree or whatever it is that it is, but you don't want any other thing to affect the major goal, which is why your goal needs to be very clear as a student. So yes, people come into school to be best students, but that may not be the major goal that you have for yourself. So make that goal as clear as possible. Point number 2 is time blocking. So as a student or as a perfect student, you want to know exactly how to time block. Time block, as in the name, is when you set aside a particular amount of time or period of time to focus on particular tasks, on detailed tasks that you want to spend time to make sure that you see the results that you need to see on that task. So as a student, time blocking is a tool that you shouldn't be playing with, because 24 hours seems like a lot of hours, but honestly, when you start to fit in the different things that you need to do, you see that 24 hours is not a lot when you spend 7 to 8 hours of it sleeping and almost 3 hours eating. So time blocking is going to help you to prioritize your tasks properly. When you want to time block, you know that there are certain things that you need to do at particular hours. So as a student, you know that there is a time that you're going to be in class, or the time that you're going to have to focus on your assignment, on your project, on whatever it is that you need to do. When you time block, you're able to prioritize the things that you need to do importantly. So on the major times that you need to do it. So for example, you need to be in school between 9 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's an example. I don't think anybody does that. But yeah, let's just use that as an example. So you know that between 9 and 3, all that you're doing is being in school. Some people have classes all through the day. Some people have classes just in the morning. Some people have classes just in the evening. So whichever one it is, you're able to fix the time properly. And then you know how much time you have left to focus on the other things that you need to focus on as a student. So you want to be able to meet your friends or your colleagues, or to just network around with people. There are events that schools put up these days. You want to be able to attend those events because they are going to help you to be a more rounded or a well-rounded student going forward. Then also know that there are times that you need to focus on doing your assignment or doing your project. I'm going to just chip in this tip that you don't want to wait till the last minutes to do your assignment at any point. Even if you think that you know the exam or you know the question properly, you are a pro at it, do not wait till the last minute to do it, because that is when you realize how less or how little you know about it. So don't fall into that trap. So you want to make sure that you time block to make sure that all of the things that you need to do as a student in the different time frames that you need to do them, you are able to do them. And if you do this properly, if you do this correctly, then you see that you are able to still make time to hang out with friends, go for dinners, go for movies, or go to the cinema, or just have fun as a student, because we know that being a good student is not just about spending your days and your time in the library, even if that is what I did. But yeah. Point number 3 is that you want to have a simple routine. So I say simple because one of the problems or challenges that people have when it comes to routines, which is why they find it difficult to stick to it, is that they make it very overwhelming and very tedious. Now, the whole point of having a routine is to make your life simple. You cannot have a simple life with an overwhelming routine, with an overwhelming daily routine as a student. So make your routine as simple as possible. When I say simple as possible, what I mean is that your routine does not make you worry. So you're not looking at your routine and thinking, how am I supposed to do this? Or what are the things that I need to do these things? It's supposed to make your life as seamless or as effortless as possible, so that going into the day, you are already ready for the day. So a simple routine could be something that looks like you wake up at a particular time every morning, you brush your teeth, you make your bed, you do your morning devotion, you do your exercise, you get breakfast, you get ready for school, you plan for your day, and you're off to school. It could also look like something that has nothing to do with exercises in the morning, because you feel like doing exercise every single day is doing nothing for you. You don't need to do that. If you do not need to journal every single day, then it does not have to be in your morning routine. Those are the things that makes you tired of the morning routine before the day even starts, because you're thinking, what am I going to journal about today? So it's just for you to think of things that would help you to be more systematic and have a simple day going into the day. So your morning routine could literally include only 5 things. Brush your teeth, make your bed, have your bath, eat breakfast, and get out of the house. It could be as easy as that. You want to do things that actually matters to you and makes your day easy. Not things that you've seen other people like Toby do on social media that makes their day look like it is a very well programmed day. It doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like your favorite influencer's one. It just has to work for you and make your day as easy as possible. So make your simple morning routine, evening routine, and just make it in a way that you can actually stick to and follow to see the results that you want to see, which includes or which just makes you a almost perfect student. And I'm saying almost perfect because I understand that people get worried when they hear perfect. Nobody likes the term perfect. It's like a load on your head. So maybe not shoot for perfect, just shoot for good enough for you to go through the year. Point number 4 is that you want to eliminate your distractions. Again, anytime I say this, I always have to put a disclaimer that eliminating your distraction does not mean that they are not going to be there, but it just means that you have a better grip on what these distractions are. So you want to know exactly what your distractions are, and the simple ones on the top of my head would be getting hungry when you're working, or getting hungry when you're going to study or in class or anything. And then number 2 is obviously your phone. So what I would advise you to do when it comes to eliminating your distractions is that you plan for these distractions, which is what I always do. So you want to make sure that if you're going to tell yourself that you're staying away from your phone for the next 2 hours, there is a time for you to get on the phone to catch up with whatever it is that you need to catch up on. Another thing that I would say to do with eliminating distractions is that if your distraction is that you get hungry, then you want to make sure that you have snacks around you that stops or limits or reduces how much time you are getting up to look for what to eat or what to munch on or what to buy. It doesn't help when in your school library you have cafes or restaurants or snacks, machines that you can get all of these things from. So you want to make sure that you have all of the things that you're going to need for the particular time frame or particular period that you want to do deep work or focus on work, so that you're not easily distracted. Because let's believe that the moment you're distracted by something, it takes you extra time to get back to focus on what, and that is if you actually get to focus again on it. So whatever your distraction is, maybe the first thing that you need to do with that is to identify what your distractions are. So as much as it could be social media and food for me, it could be something else for other people. It could be painting or getting carried away with YouTube videos or anything. Whatever your distractions are, you want to identify what they are and then see how you can make it work. Plan for those distractions and make sure that you're able to allot time to then feed them. I wouldn't say you should just take it out of your life completely, because that would just be a lie. You will fall back into the trap of being distracted by those things. So plan for it, and then that would help you to be a better student. And the last point I'm going to share with us is that you want to plan for the weekend as well. So the weekend is 2.5 days, and a lot of times we underestimate how much you can achieve with the weekend too. So you want to plan for your weekend so that you're not surprised on Monday morning that the weekend is done. So what does this mean? As much as you're planning for your Monday to Friday evening, you want to also plan for your weekend. So what are the things that you want to do? Do you want to catch up on school assignments? Do you want to go for an event or a networking event that somebody has told you something about? Do you want to get ready for whatever it is that you need to do? You want to understand that the time in the weekend is also important time that you can achieve things with. So if you have to catch up on anything, or if you have to do something, start something, maybe even just focus on yourself, you want to make sure that it is planned for, so that you are also able to account for the time in the weekend and not just get surprised that the weekend did not happen. Because the weekend happens every week, but we just don't notice because we're not ready for it. So make sure that you plan for your weekend as well, so that you're using that time as good or as okay as you would like to, instead of letting it be a wasted time. Okay, so these are 5 points that I know are going to help you to be a perfect student or work towards being a perfect student in this academic year. I hope that they help you, and I look forward to seeing how well you're going to be using these tools. Please do not forget to check the description bar for all of important information that I'm going to have there to help you in your academic journey this year. I look forward to seeing your comments. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe as well if you haven't. Catch up on episodes 1 and 2 of this 3-part series, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, bye.